Hello students, as part of Module 5 course material, I'm going to do a demonstration showing you the method of orthographic projections. So here is what we are going to draw. This is an isometric view of the object. It's a very simple one. Basically consists of a rectangular box that has an inclined surface on one side. That surface helps you better understand the placement of the objects or the views on the paper. In this sketch, I'm going to show you what we are going to do. This is a reduced size model, letter size paper. We will draw on 11 by 17 paper. We will draw only three views: the top view, front view, and the left side view. The arrangement is third angle projection, which is mostly used in North America. In Europe, the first angle projection is used. In first angle projection, the top view goes to the bottom and the left side view goes to the right. Apart from that, the views are the same, just the arrangement is different. Now let's calculate the spaces between the views. Consider that this is extremely simplified case. In real life or in many other situations, the objects are not that simple and the sizes are not that round. I have simplified it especially to make it easy for you to understand. Also, consider that in working environment, in many cases you have title block and notes, and we have other elements that you have to consider when arranging them. Now let's go and calculate the spaces between them. So if we take the width of the paper, which is 17, we subtract from it 2 and 6, we end up having 9, divided into 3 parts. Every one of them is 3 inches. Vertically, we do the same thing. 11 minus 2 minus 4.5 divided into 3 parts. We have 1.5 for each space. Now let's go and draw this on 11 by 17 paper using drafting instruments. So here we can see already that I have fixed the paper 11 by 17 to the drafting table using masking tapes. Here is my sketch. I will be using HB and 2H pencils. The 2H will be using for tracing lines or construction lines, to draw the outline and the basic lines, and I will finalize drawing using HB, which is a medium grade pencil. I will be using also a scale, in this case the 16 side, because these are like inches. We are drawing 1:1 as if there is no reduction in the size of the object, the views. And here I will be using also just one 45 degrees set square, and the reason for that is that I have here 45 degree angle, and that one is the easiest to draw with a 45 degree set square. So let's start to put the main dimensions first. So I will put aside my HB. I will use only 8 for now. I will get very thin lines. I can leave them, no need to erase them, but make sure that not to press too much. So here I have 3, so I'm marking 3. Then I go and mark 2. Then again 3, 1, 2, 3. So I just mark it. Okay, you'll see the marks. So I have another 6. And the rest part is 3. Okay, so now I will draw vertical lines for these lines, including those. Okay, so one thing is important, that you work always in series. It means that when you are doing a task, finish all of it as much as you can. Here I put all the dimensions, I mark them, and then I will draw one by one. I will not measure and then draw and measure and then draw, because you have to put the ruler, measure, put it aside, take set a square, make vertical line. It takes too much time. Okay, so here we go. Now approximately I know how much is the height of the so here we have, I will not go too far because I know that there is nothing on the top, so I draw approximately. I'm exaggerating a little bit. I should draw lighter, but because I want it to show in the video, I'm exaggerating a little bit and I'm drawing a little bit darker. So here we go, we have this, but this time I will go up and I will go here again up. So this is it. I'll take here 1.5 again with the 16 size. I can mark here 1.5. Then I will go and mark 4.5. And I have 1.5. And then I have 2. Now I will be using my sliding ruler. I'll go here and I draw only on this part. Then I go here and then I have the rest of the, so these are the tracing lines. Now I should add the 45 degrees. Here I have 2. I mark here and I take my 45 degrees and I draw a 45. Then I take, first I can take this and I can draw a vertical line here. That's the sloping surface. And I have here also the line that defines where the surfaces meet or happens a break of surfaces. Okay. So you should keep in mind that when you are doing projections, ideally you measure only once and then you transfer the dimensions using projections. If you are measuring multiple times the same feature, it means that you are basically wasting your time. Okay? And don't forget that not every time you have very simple objects like this, so you have to do very precise measurements sometimes. So I can a little bit lighten this. I did not erase, just lighten it, lighten this one. Okay. Now I will go and use the HB to finalize it. Now, I can use, in this case, again, my sliding rule. Now I will show you here that this is not ideal situation. It's not very good. I should have always a crossing, like a cross like this. Not work very well because I added later. I should not do that in principle. So I have here. It is important to maintain the thickness of the line. So maintain the pressure. The line should not start thick and end up thin. So here we have now it is something very important that I didn't mention is the lighting. The best lighting is when it comes from your left, so that it will not cast shadow and you can measure more accurately. I have windows coming from on my left, so I have light coming from the left. That's ideal, very good. Here I will start from there. You see I am working again in groups like that. When I'm using one instrument, I continue using it till I finish all the related components. So in this case I have here and I have that. Okay, now I will take my 45 degrees set square and I will draw the vertical lines. Have that. You're always maintaining. Oh, you see the quality of the line is not very good here. I will go again once more to thicken a little bit the line. Then I have here and finally I have my 45. I think I forgot a line there. And I have here my vertical line. I'm not happy with the result that I have here. I crossed the thick line a little bit, so I will try to correct that. So for that I have a very nice instrument here which is an erasing shield that I can put here and lighten or basically remove the extra part that I have. Okay, so that's it. We have the drawing as planned on our sketch, and as you see the tracing lines are hardly visible because when I went over them with the final lines, they stand out so much that the others are almost invisible. So that's it. We are done with the drawing. Thank you for your attention.